Brace yourself, Earthlings. This month, Earth has grabbed itself a shiny new mini-moon. But before you start planning romantic walks under two moons, I hate to break it to you, it's not here to stay. The object, officially named 2024 PT5, is more like a galactic couch surfer who'll be sticking around for a few weeks before heading off again. So how did Earth land itself another celestial companion? And what makes this new moon so, well, temporary? Let's dive in. 2024 PT5, the second moon we didn't order. You may think that Earth's only moon is a dependable companion, but space is unpredictable. On September 29th, Earth captured an asteroid named 2024 PT5 from a secondary asteroid belt called the Arjuna group. It's basically like adopting a stray pet that comes to hang out for a little while, except this one is a space rock about 37 feet wide. This little moon won't be like the one we already know and love. Think of it as a window shopper of moons, one that approaches the store, Earth, but doesn't actually buy anything or stick around for long. In this case, PT5 is just swinging by, using Earth's gravity like a trampoline for a 2-month-long boomerang back into space. What makes this mini-moon different? Let's not get too excited. This mini-moon is no match for the real thing. Our actual moon is 2,159 miles wide. 2024 PT5 is only around 37 feet in diameter. To put that into perspective, our original moon is roughly 308,108 times wider. In short, PT5 is the moon's teeny tiny one-eighth cousin who is just passing through the neighborhood. It's certainly not here to outshine its much older, much larger sibling. Unlike the moon we see glowing bright each night, PT5 won't be visible to the average backyard astronomer. In fact, you'd need a telescope with at least a 30-inch diameter to spot it, making it a blink and you miss it kind of deal. Just like a trend on TikTok. How do we capture mini-moons? These temporary captures aren't uncommon, believe it or not. There are different types of these mini-moon events. Some involve an asteroid being captured long enough to complete one or more full revolutions around Earth, while others, like this one, only stay for a few weeks before getting flung back out by solar gravitational forces. Earth's gravitational capture happens when objects like PT5 come close enough, around 2.8 million miles, and at a slow enough velocity, roughly 2,200 miles per hour. The gravitational pull makes the object temporarily bound to Earth, but the Sun's influence eventually yanks it back out to orbit around it instead. From an Arjuna asteroid belt to an Earth orbit, 2024 PT5 is no stranger to Earth. It's part of the Arjuna asteroid belt, a group of space rocks that orbit the Sun along a path similar to Earth's. This particular belt is made up of asteroids that occasionally flirt with our planet's orbit. It's almost like they're standing just outside Earth's gravity, daring to step closer but only momentarily. These asteroids are part of the near-Earth object population. PT5's temporary appearance is part of an ongoing relationship Earth has had with these small objects over millennia. Think of it as a cosmic friends with benefits kind of relationship, where neither party commits but they keep coming back for a good time. Goodbye Moon. Why 2024 PT5 won't be around for long. Just as soon as this moon has arrived, it's already preparing to leave. By November 25th, PT5 will no longer be a gravitational captive of Earth and will return to its orbit around the Sun. The reason? The Sun's gravitational pull eventually breaks Earth's hold on such tiny objects, which means these mini-moons never get the chance to make a complete orbit around our planet. Interestingly, this is not the first time Earth has had a second moon, although it's not something that happens frequently. 2 other mini-moons have previously been identified, 2006 RH120 and 2020 CD3. However, these events are so fleeting that you'd be forgiven for thinking they're just a figment of an astronomer's imagination. Moon versus mini-moon. How different are they? We call it a moon, but asteroid 2024 PT5 is nowhere near what we usually think of when we say moon. It's small, faint, and quite honestly, it's a little bit lazy. Instead of shining bright like the full moon we know, PT5 doesn't even have the courtesy to be seen with the naked eye. You'd need to rent out an observatory and a fancy detector just to catch a glimpse. Where our moon has tides to take care of and nighttime aesthetic duties, PT5 is more like a background actor. It just moves along, unnoticed and unseen by the majority of us. Space scientists, masters of moon catching. The identification of PT5 and its temporary capture by Earth was the work of a group of researchers led by Carlos de la Fuente Marcos from Universidad Complutense de Madrid. Their efforts, along with those of other astronomers, regularly monitor near-Earth objects, identifying their unique dynamic properties and predicting whether they'll get close enough to be captured. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory's Horizon system calculated the temporary capture event, which took place on September 29th and will end in late November, with PT5 resuming its life in solar orbit. The team is already conducting studies to understand the composition and properties of PT5 through observations, which are being carried out as we speak. The fun in mini-moons, a cosmic rarity. Let's face it, the idea of having a second moon sounds like something out of a science fiction novel. But mini-moon events like this happen several times per decade, just rarely with enough publicity to make people aware of them. They aren't exactly the kind of events that make it to the evening news. After all, these moons are temporary and often unnoticeable. A rare long-capture mini-moon stays around for a year or more, but short engagements like PT5's are more like a quick flirtation. The reasons for their ejection are gravitational disturbances caused by the sun. Essentially, our regular moon plays gatekeeper while the sun keeps tossing these visitors back out. Why you can't see PT5 without a lot of effort. Before you go digging out your old telescope, you should know that you won't find PT5 unless you're a professional astronomer with some seriously expensive equipment. The asteroid is too small and dim to be visible to most amateur astronomers. A telescope with a diameter of at least 30 inches along with charge-coupled device or complementary metal oxide semiconductor detectors is required to get a glimpse. PT5 is also only sticking around for 2 months, so the window of opportunity is even slimmer. In comparison, the original moon sticks around for roughly 4 billion years, and you can see it just by looking up. It's safe to say PT5 is a little underwhelming when stacked against its big sibling. What's next for PT5 and Earth? Once PT5 escapes Earth's gravitational clutches in late November, it'll continue to orbit the Sun as a part of the Arjuna family. Who knows? It may get bored of orbiting the Sun again and come back for another spin around Earth. Given the unpredictability of asteroids, it's not impossible, so Earthlings, don't get too attached. 2024 PT5 is here for a good time, not a long time. Much like a summer fling, it's fleeting, enigmatic, and you'll never really know why it showed up in the first place. But isn't that the charm of the cosmos? It gives us surprises, brief moments to witness something spectacular like a new moon, and then it moves on. In the end, while Earth's new mini-moon might not be a permanent addition to our night sky, it's still a cool reminder of how dynamic and mysterious our corner of the universe is. So next time you look up, think of PT5 somewhere up there, an asteroid playing hide and seek, hoping to make us look twice before disappearing into the cosmos once more. Thanks for joining me on this journey through space to learn about Earth's surprising new mini-moon. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more out-of-this-world content, because, who knows, maybe next time we'll find out that Earth has adopted an entire family of mini-moons. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. See you in the next video.